on weekends. Okay, but there's some you need to spend some 2 months time. That's it. After that, you'll be boss for your job. Okay. Okay, coming back as part of the revision, what we discussed yesterday, we discussed on the what is SAP and what are the different models we have, and the background of ERP, and of course regarding the version management. I mean, what versions we had seen. Okay, and also understanding the difference between SAP and SAP S4 HANA. Sorry, S4 SAP S4 HANA and HANA. Okay, basically it's a database, and understanding the architecture, the three tier architecture. Also, after what kind of projects you will see in project if you are placed in any project, and understanding different models as part of functional models and technical models. Okay, and also the most important thing when you start working in real time system, right? So you will see different kind of servers, so development, quality, and production server, which is a system landscape. Okay, coming back to the SAP methodology and SAP implementation methodologies. So if you're going for any implementation, it's definitely SAP has some best practices to implement SAP for any clients. So we have different methodologies for implementing SAP solutions. The first methodology was, I mean, it is very old methodology. It was used till 2015. It is ASAP methodology, ASAP methodology, which is also called accelerated methodology. So project preparation phase, business blueprint phase, realization phase, final preparation, and go live. Okay, of course you will have support and maintenance. So these are the different phases for any implementation. Okay, if you go for any implementation, definitely we'll see all these phases, whether it is ASAP methodology or it is agile methodology or it is activate methodology. Okay, the naming convention is different, but the same activities you will see in each phase. Okay. um, so any questions from these whatever we discussed yesterday, right? The introduction part or understanding SAP methodologies. Anyone gone through at least is searching something in the Google? And coming back to the two types of screen, so we had discussed we have two types. One is easy access where end users will work. So SAP has brought up with Fury user interface applications. Okay, it's a web based. Also we have, as a consultant, will be working mostly on configuration settings, which is also called customization. And coming back to the deployment options, so any client, any like implementation, where exactly it will take place, where the exactly the technical system setup, where it will take place: on premise, at the client location, private cloud, and public cloud. The partially will be taken care by SAP. Okay, now we are going to discuss actual technical settings. Okay, functional related technical settings in the system. So just imagine you are going to implement as a FI consultant, you are going to implement for any client. Okay, assume in that way so that you will understand. Now, before I start company or company code, whatever the technical settings in the system, right? First, first I want to understand if you are able to. I mean, do you have any questions from the yesterday's class? Okay, take some. Just think about it and let me know now. Give me 2 minutes, sir. Guys, I'm back. So, anyone has any question?
Oh, we are good, sir.
Okay. Uh, yep. Okay, so configuration settings. So, what is your first step? Uh, Company. What is a company? Company, when you say company, right? You say any company like TCS or Tech Mahindra or Capgemini. What these are the companies, right? Usually, what you do at the company level, you generate your financial statements, the profit loss statements, and balance sheet accounts. Okay, balance sheet statements, right? So As per the Companies Act 1956, definitely every company has to provide their financial statements. Okay, not only financial statements, you'll have a number of reports like regulatory reports or shareholder. I mean, of course, they release the reports to the shareholders as well. Of course, and basically, financial account company code is a financial accounting which is used for external reporting. Okay, so this is what I was talking about. But when I said company, right? Generally speaking, company is a legal entity, but in SAP we call it as company code. Okay, in SAP we call it as company code. It's a six digit alphanumeric key identification key. Okay, it's a four digit alphanumeric key identification. Now, what is company now? Company is a group company. Say for example, Tata Group or Verizon Group or Reliance Group, Aditya Birla Group. So above the legal entities, if you have 10 companies, above the 10 companies altogether, you will definitely have a group, right? Tata Group or whatever the group. Okay, at this level, this is a company level, and this is your company code level. At this level, I'm going to create company in SAP system. At this level, I'm going to create a company code level in the SAP system. So this is six-digit alphanumeric key identification. Okay, and so usually SAP has I mean, SAP has two models, which is one is called SAP SAP BPC, SAP Business Planning and Consolidation, and SAP Group Reporting. If you want to, if any clients need at consolidated reporting at high level, but very in depth, in detail, right? So they will go for two models where SAP is providing solutions. One is business planning consolidation, SAP Group Reporting. Group reporting, it is recently has been introduced by SAP. Okay, I think max or 2 or 3 years, but before that all the clients were using SAP BPC. It's another model again. So this is consolidation related reporting. Okay, this is a company code. As I mentioned, it's a legal entity. Okay, definitely it is used for external reporting. And at the end of the year, auditors will audit the accounts and for other purposes, tax compliances, statutory compliances, and everything. So each and every transaction, whether it's a GL accounting or accounts receivable, accounts payable, asset accounting, whatever the accounting areas are there, definitely not only accounting, even all the areas, sales and distribution, metal management, investment management, whatever the models you have in SAP, it will be posted account. It will be posted against your company code. It will book all your transactions against your company code. Each and every business transaction will be booked against your company code, which is against your legal entity at this level. It's a four-digit alphanumeric identification key. Okay. Now we'll see how to define an SAP system. So this is my SAP access screen. Now what I will do, I'll just go SPRO. It's a transaction code. This is a transaction column or the transaction box. Okay, bar. We enter the transactions. SAP reference IMG. IMG is implementation guide. As a consultant, definitely I'll be configuring all activities which are related to my area or my module. So we'll be learning financial accounting module. So under financial accounting, you can see global setting, general ledger accounting, accounts receivable, accounts payable, and we learn bank accounting as well. Okay. So revenue accounting is a separate model, consolidation accounting is a separate model, and even the many areas are there. Central finance is a separate model. Okay. Likewise, many models are there in the market. So okay, let us understand our areas now. So before going to financial accounting, I need a structure, as I mentioned now, company and company code, right? So enterprise structure. Okay, this is a drop down. Under infrastructure definition, I'm defining company, financial accounting, our area. Okay, you can see all the areas are there here. So financial accounting, define company. So this is a execute button. Okay, and execute here. This is your SAP has provided for each node, for each setting. SAP has provided the documentation. See, I may tell you some 1% of definition, but SAP tells you 100%. If you have patience, definitely can go through all this documentation at least once in your training. Okay, at least once. SAP has provided very beautiful documentation. Okay, but little technical. Definitely have to go through because you have to start understanding SAP terminology. You need to start talking in SAP terminal language, right? So so when you start reading all these descriptions, right, you will understand SAP terminology. Slowly, you will pick up talking in SAP terminology way. Okay, I'm creating SAP here also. Apart from the documentation, if I keep your cursor in any field and press function F1, F1 definitely will help you with the description again. So F1, see again the description is coming here. I can click here. See the smallest organization unit for which individual financial statements. So basically, of course, at the consolidation level, this is at the consolidation level. Okay, I'm creating new entries. Now give me one company. For which company will we need to do all the areas? Anyone? Any suggestion? Shall I? Sandeep, Ashwin. Yeah, anything is okay, right? Okay, let me. Okay, Apple. Okay, but Apple has a number of legal entities. Do you know? It's fine. No, no, no worries. Oh, let it be. It's okay. Okay, let it be. I'll put it like this. Apple Group. It's fine, Sandeep. No worries. Okay. Apple Group. Let us assume this is only as imagining only, right? So let it. So this is a six letter identification. Okay, I can't enter one more field here. I mean one more letter. This is a company six letter identification, and your Apple Group. So just imagine this is in New York. Okay, just assume. Okay, sorry, this is US, country US, and the language definitely to be English language. See, SAP has provided a number of languages. It is supporting in multiple languages, but unluckily we don't have our language, Indian language. Not sure. They will plan now. Currency definitely it is US. It is I'm updating currency as USD. Click on save. So now this is the, sorry for that. So this is prompt for customizing request. So this is for every setting, right? You definitely will get this pop-up box when while saving the transaction, while saving the setting. Okay. Now for the first time you have to click on create request. Okay, I'm giving Apple related settings, Apple Group. Just interrupt me, okay, whenever wherever you want some clarification. So this is the setting. So whatever the settings I maintain now, right? So each and every settings will save in this, it will get stored in this request. So this is a request, is a reference for me to move changes from development to quality, quality to production. Anyhow, this act, the transport movement will be done by basis team, but in the, at least in the development server I'll be doing it myself within from configuration setting system to test system, but moving to quality and production will be done by basis team, not by us. So this is very important now. So I will click on this one. Now setting is saved in my request now. Go back. Okay. I already mentioned some sub steps here. Okay. So what needs to be done? See, this is a transition. Please don't use transition codes in the beginning. Try to understand the path. Okay. You can ignore the transition codes. When you start learning path, then definitely you will learn your subject also, content also, financial accounting related areas you'll learn. You can catch up the things very fast. Now, so after this entering this company code, right? What I've done, I've entered new entries. Okay. So I mentioned each and every step here. Give identification 6 character alphanumeric, company name, address details, save, customizing request pop-up message will appear. Okay. So if you want to correct this sheet, or you can also correct this sheet, right? If you want to add some additional details here. Okay. Uh, and of course, initially for the first request, I'm creating the new request and give whatever the name you want to give, you can give in the request name. Continue. You will get the same message. Okay. This is about your first step where you have defined your group here. Group. Now company code. So under group, I'll have n number of companies, n number of legal entities. Apple may have n number of legal entities. So it might consider India also as a legal entity. It's producing Apple products across the world. I mean, it is they are doing what do you say, sales business across the world. Every country has the Apple business stores, right? So assume that Apple has a legal entity in India. Okay, let us create one legal entity now. Now this is a legal entity. Okay, here edit company code data. Double click here. Click on new entries. Now this is a 4-digit alphanumeric code. Alphanumeric code. Okay. So here AP01, I give as AP01 Apple. Okay, Apple India Private Limited. Something else I give as a Hyderabad. Okay, India. This is INR and the language. So these are very important. If you miss any one of the field, right, so during posting time you will get n number of errors. Okay, we need to be very careful with the enterprise structure settings. Okay, now here you have the address details. Just give the address. This is a mandatory again. Give company Apple India Private Limited. Here give India. So but in real time who will give all the details? No, no. At the time of blueprint, we get all the details from the client. Exactly, Sandeep. Yeah, at the time of blueprint, we discuss with the client. We get all the business requirements. At the same time, we'll ask them to give. We'll ask them to provide all the details with address details and everything with GST. I mean, of course, in India, if it is a legal entity, Indian company, we'll ask GST number and so on. All the details, address details and everything.
Vendor master team.
Sorry,
Vendor master team.
what is vendor master team? Sir, this is we are not creating any supplier, vendor, or customer now. We are creating legal entity, complete legal
Okay.
entity. Just assume this is a TCS company or your Infosys company, right? You are creating a legal entity now. Apple, I'm creating as a legal entity where you are going to generate your financial statements at this level, balance sheet and profit loss statements. When you're saying supplier, customers, or vendors, right? Will definitely will learn during accounts payable. So during
Yes.
accounts payable time, we will discuss regarding suppliers at that time. Suppliers and vendors are both are same. It's a different term, different synonyms. Okay. So
Hmm.
here we are creating it. We are creating a company code. Okay, which is a legal entity from the as per accounting perspective, right? It's a legal entity as per accounting. Okay.
Okay.
Just I give as Andhra Pradesh here. Come down. So I'm just entering only important mandatory fields. Okay. No need to enter all the details for training purpose only. So I got the same request again. Click on continue. So our both details has been stored under same request. Now we created two steps: company and company code. Now how company where is the link between company and company code? There is no link, right? So Apple India Private Limited, it does not there is no link between Apple Group and Apple Apple India Private Limited, right? So I need to create a link which is called in SAP assignment. Okay, this is a definition. I've closed this one. Here is the assignment field. So under enterprise structure, assignment, financial accounting, now I'm linking between company and company code here. So like this, you will link your legal entities to the company. So what is your company? Sorry, company code is AP01, Apple. Okay, Apple India Private Limited. Now, what is the identification we had given? Apple. Okay, Apple Group. Apple Group. Save. So see the message now. Company currency differs from from company code currency because Apple Group currency, which is situated in New York company, which is related to US company, where US has the currency USD, and it has a legal entity in India where the currency is INR. So just the system is prompting the message. Just it's a message. It's not the error message. It's a message, warning message. Okay, press enter. So third setting has been done. Third setting. Now continue. So what we have done, we have created a company and a company code and assignment of company code to company. Assignment of company code to company. So I've maintained the menu path as well and position company code and assign. That's it. Click on save. Sir, any questions here on these three steps?
Clear,
Sir,
sir.
this
Hmm,
enterprise structure,
hmm, hmm.
only FI consultant will do, or like
No,
any
no.
other?
Hello, you are able to
Hello.
hear my voice now?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Okay, sorry, I pressed some mic. Okay, let it be. Okay, sir, if you look at here, definition, we'll go to the definition part. Definition, as an FI guy, I'm configuring financial accounting related areas. But About sales and distribution team, sales related configuration they will do. Some like such as sales distribution, sales organization, distribution channel, sales related settings. They will do it from their side. Even logistics also, plant location, metal management team. Here also, if you look at here, metal management. So definitely, I mean, each and every model related consultant will configure their related activities in the system, right? See, ours
Okay.
only accounting perspective we are doing, but what about purchases, sales, other areas? They will do their configuration as well.
Yeah.
It's a combination, sir. I mean, it's a working together.
Okay, sir. Thank you.
No, see, I'm as a FI, I'm the FI consultant. I'm discussing my areas. I will get the information from the respective accounting team. When I say accounting team, from the client side. At the same time, sales and distribution consultant will get all their requirements from the sales team. Yes, 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 yeah, yes, exactly, exactly. They will have their own requirements. See, if they decided to have only one business blueprint, it's fine, but definitely you will update all the requirements over there, right? Including you will cover your accounting process, you will cover your sales process, purchase process, everything. But generally speaking, every model has their own processes. Every company has, I mean, every model has their own processes: sales process, purchase process, correct? Accounting process. Say for example, when you start calculating foreign currency revaluation, it is only purely core accounting process. It is as a month-end activity, we'll do foreign currency revaluation, but this activity will not be done by sales team or purchase team. So while discussing with the client, I need to get all the related details regarding the foreign currency revaluation from the accounting team. Make sense? Okay. Now, if you look at okay, any other question? Okay. So now again, I'm coming back to the definition. Now we'll see here. I have updated some more areas. Business area. Okay. What is business area? I'll go back to the item sheet. Okay. Business areas. So I'll give a simple, straightforward definition. It's a location. It's a geographical location. 95% of companies, clients will specify location. They will have different business areas. I mean, at a different look. They have the business at a different locations. Now, Apple doing business in Hyderabad also. So Hyderabad is a one location. Chennai, Mumbai, Pune. So we'll create these areas as business areas in SAP system. I mentioned a geographical location, but what about 5%? So it depends. If I say business area, I want to, for any IT company, I want to create two business areas such as BP or IT. I can create even different business areas as well, not only location. Um, Business line or product line. Okay. Say take for example pharmaceutical industry. You have different departments like what do you say? Cardiologist department or gynecologist department, okay, or pulmonologist department, orthopedician department. So you can create each department as different business areas, and you can also create as a locations. It's up to business now whether they want to go for with the along. I mean, we are going to discuss with the client. Now client has to confirm what they want in the SAP system. They want to create it as a location, or they want to create it as a different business streams, their business streams. We are going to explain them what is a business area, right? So it is also a 4 character alphanumeric key used for reporting. We can also generate financial statements at location wise, each area wise, each business area wise. I can extract the data. I can extract different kind of reports, where which includes financial reports also. Okay, it's a spelling wrong here. Financial statements. Okay, we can track the location wise. We can track location wise reporting. Fine. So it's assume that you have created multiple business areas. Now I want to extract data all together. So consolidation business area. I will create one consolidation business area, then assign all these business areas and extract the report at the consolidation level as well. So 2 steps are there here, 3 steps I think. So first what I'll do, business areas I will create, and I'll create one more consolidation business area. I will link between business area and consolidation business areas. Okay, so basically why we have this consolidation business area? To extract the data all together. Say for example you have two, Mumbai and Hyderabad. So two business areas I'll include, I mean I'll assign to one consolidation business area. So I can extract for the both Mumbai and Hyderabad. It's a, again, reporting perspective. While posting the transaction will give business area. If you are using business area concept, you have to enter the transaction data or posting um, uh, business area field. While entering the transactions, you have to enter business area field. So in my previous client, when I was working, right, my last client was IKEA. So for IKEA, they have not used business area concept. They ignored this area, this business area concept. They have used profit centers and cost centers only. They have not used business area. It's up to them. They want to use, they can use. Otherwise, not applicable for them, for the client. But SAP has provided this functionality. If we are the client want to use, they will use. Otherwise, ignore it. Okay. Now let us define business area, consolidation business area, and linking between these two. Let us define it now. Again, definition: financial accounting, business area. Sorry, business area, inventories. So AP, Hyderabad. Okay, I'll put it like this. So the Apple, Hyderabad, Apple, Mumbai. Okay, I'm just mentioning here. So two business areas has been created. Now go back to the main screen. So here we have consolidation business area. S- Create one consolidation business area asset as Apple consolidation business area. I'm just giving identification. Okay, these identifications also will take it from the client, because they are going to use this system for lifetime, right? Whatever the identifications they want, they can give us, but we can suggest them what they want to use it. Apple consolidation. It's a restriction for the field, so I'm giving like this. So someone has created with the same identification. We can't create a, so someone in this, since this is a demo server, right? This is a training server. So like us, many of them has created the same identification. So AP consolidation CB, I will create it like this. Okay. Now you can see again system is saving the same request under same request. Now we have created two. Now come back here, close the definition part, come back to assignment, financial accounting. Now assign business areas to consolidation business area. I'm assigning business areas now. What is the business area I have created? Tell me.
Hyderabad and
Okay. AP,
AHYD.
APH. Yeah.
AHYD.
Apple Hyderabad. That's very good. Apple. Okay. What is the consolidation business area? AP CB have written, right? See, Apple consolidation business area. So what is the another one? What is the another one?
AMUM.
Mumbai. Okay. Mumbai.
APCB.
Okay. APCB. So see, SAP has provided. I mean, you can search it from here also. Whatever the definition you have defined, you can search it from here. Okay. Okay. So what we have done, we have assigned two business areas. Okay. Where is another? Where I think it went up. I think. Yeah. This is your two. One is Apple Hyderabad. One is for Apple Mumbai. Two business areas has been assigned to one consolidation business area. Now come back to the uh, so this part is done, okay, which are very important settings. Now the major settings. Now again, without these settings we can't proceed with your posting the transactions. So these are very mandatory settings. Now fiscal year variant. Now tell me, anyone can tell me now, what is the how do you maintain accounts in India, from which date to which date? Yeah, So fiscal year in SAP we call it as fiscal year. Basically, it is a financial year. How do you define financial year for a company code? Financial year for a company code. So in India, for all the company codes will be the financial year will be between April and March, April 1st to March 31st next year. Okay. So how many periods are there? Total 12 periods are there. So in SAP we'll call it as 12 normal periods. If you look at here, so in US it is January to December. It's a calendar year. In India it is April to March. In some countries like Europe countries, they'll maintain September to August also. So when I was working for this client, it was like September to August. Okay, so every country has their own financial year. So it is our duty or responsibility. We need to confirm with the client during our discussions. So what is their financial year? What is your financial? We need to ask such questions to the client in the workshops, in the discussions when we schedule with the clients for getting the requirements, business requirements. Okay. Now SAP has provided some standard variants. So SAP has provided one variant for India, one variant for Europe, one variant for even for US also. So I'll show you. So another path again. So path, see here, fiscal year variant, financial accounting, global settings, ledgers, fiscal year and posting periods, maintain fiscal year variant. Okay, so here you can see it, selected V3 standard variant. So we SAP has provided, as I mentioned, right? SAP has provided standard variants. So just to copy the variant and change the variant ID, enter, copy all and save it. I'll show you how to do it in SAP system. So okay, financial accounting, it's a global settings and ledgers, fiscal year and posting periods. I hope I mentioned the right. See, ledgers, fiscal year, posting periods, maintain fiscal year variant. Now come back to the system. Click, you can drop down here, maintain fiscal year variant. Now here you are going to maintain fiscal year variant for your company code. Okay. Now SAP has provided different. If you look at here, SAP has provided many variants. So if you look at here, K1. Okay, K1. Uh, Give me a minute. So K1 is a standard fiscal year variant, okay, which is used for some countries. K3, K2, K3, K4, and let us check for the Indian variant. Okay, this is a V3. V3 is between April to March, four special periods. Okay, so 12 periods, April to March, four special periods. If you look at here, four special periods. Now you may ask the question. Now you have definitely will have question, right? What is a special period? So special periods are the periods which are used for posting adjustment entries after year end, after financial year. If you have any adjustments need to be posted, right, after auditing. Sure, after auditing you may need to post some entries after auditing. So for those postings will be done during special periods, I mean at the time of special period time. I mean after March, for example, I'll show here, uh, 8 a.m time. So here you have normal 12 periods. Okay, special periods you have four periods, 13, 14, 15, 16. Okay, so usually 13th period is adjusted for first quarter, second second quarter is adjusted for period 14th, period 15 for third quarter, period 16 for fourth quarter, between April to March. Okay, so you might have some adjustment during December period. So December comes under ninth period, so ninth period comes under third quarter. Okay, so I'm counting from April to March. April is your first period, and May is your second period. March, I mean June, July, August, September, October. So likewise, 1, 2, 3, 4. You should start calculating one from April period, and you should end till 12th period, 12th period for the next year March period. So after March, again April, May, June, July, four periods. Usually we call it as four periods. It is called special periods. Always when you if you want to post any adjustment entry for this for the special periods, right? So the document date will be any date, that is fine, but for the posting date should be last date of the financial year, because you are making adjustments for the financial year. Your current financial year is 2025. So if you want to make any adjustment entries, so at the end of the year, last date of the financial year, which is 31/3/2026, you have to post with the date, with the last date of the year for any adjustment entries. If I show it here, you will understand. Slash o f dash 02 invalid command. So if you look at here, my posting date I will maintain here as 31/03/2026, but my period will be here like this, 15 14. Okay, that's it. You have to adjust the, you have to post the entry. That's the definition of special period. So special period are the periods which are used for adjustment entries during year end. Okay, so after example, after auditing, you will find some adjustment entries, reconciliation entries. You need to post those entries by the accounting team. Any confusion on the fiscal year variant definition?
No.
Is that clear? Okay, let us understand in the system. So you will understand more in detail in system. So select your V3 variant, click on this one. So here here you can see it here. Uh, this is your calendar periods. Like one is your January, two is your February, third is March. This is your calendar, this column, and this is your how many days are in the month. In usually, you know, right, January has 31 days, February has 29 days, March has 31 days. Now coming back to the, I'll start with the fourth, which is April, because our financial year starts from here. Fourth period, which is first period in SAP. I mean, your financial period is first period. You agree? This is your first period. This is your January. This is your calendar April period. But as part of the, as part of your financial year, to maintain the accounts, this is your first period. Likewise, if you look at here, now this is your December period. Sorry, September period, October period, and November period, December period. Okay, this is 12th period is your December period. In December we have 31 days, but as part of your financial year, it is ninth period. Now, what about other three periods, 10, 11, 12? Because those three periods goes to the next financial year, next calendar year, which is first, second, third, 31, 29, 31. Again, 10, 11, 12. My 10th period is January, 11th period is February, 12th period is your March. Year shift, -1. What is -1? Because our financial, it is in 25. But these three periods are going to 26 calendar year. So I'm just putting as -1. Basically you're shifting your 1 year back, -1. So you're bringing your financial year from 26, I mean your calendar 26 to 25. Anyhow, we don't need to define all these details, because it is already part of your standard variant. We are going to copy this variant, but as part of, as a FI consultant, you should understand these basics. Okay, here period text. Again, SCP has provided different languages, right? So basically, I mean, entering your month descriptions in the different languages here for the different, for all the 12 periods, including your special periods as well, 14, 15. So this is all about your fiscal year variant. So I'm just selecting the, I'm doing the steps now. I'm selecting V3 standard variant, click on copy, and give some variant now. Okay, give some variant. So AF, which is Apple fiscal year variant, press enter. So someone is already using same key, same identification. What I will do, I'll give some reverse order FA. So FA also someone is using, suggest me something else. AB, AB also, A1, AV, no, A1. Oh my god,
Double
Apple.
A.
Double A. Okay, at last we got some identification, but such kind of issues, I mean, you will not face such problems in real time, because see, this is a training server, right? And like a number of students are working on the system. So in real time, you are the only person. As a FI guy, we define. Not even sales team, purchase team will define these things. We will define. So that's the. I mean, FI is very hierarchy part. Without our part, no one can proceed with their transaction. Not even sales team, not even purchase team can proceed with their transactions without setting up the financial setup, financial structure setup. Okay, So I've just given the identification. Click on copy all. Some backend entries would get copied. Okay, this is something technical. It will copy all the entries. Okay, some 27 entries has been copied. It's a backend program related tables will get updated. No need to worry about this. But 26 to some 27 entries backend entries has been updated, copied. Now one variant has been copied. Click on save.
So I have one question. So
Sure,
as of
sure.
right now, we are seeing that the this is a working tool like the testing tool. Na, so other person also using like in the real time. Example, we are creating one variant, whatever it may be. So
Hmm.
other company also is like currently we are working like for Apple. Okay,
Mhm.
in the same way, Deloitte also is there. So Deloitte also be using the same like company code also.
Sir, if you are implementing SAP for Apple, just assume that you are implementing SAP for Apple company. Now, do you think
Mhm.
in the same Apple system, now Apple system will accept creating Delight in their system? So Apple is going to
No,
purchase license with SAP for taking entire SAP system, right? Now, do you think
mm,
Apple will also accept to creating Delight in their system?
no.
Yes, exactly. It's very simple, sir.
Okay.
You purchased, you have your own company, and you have
Mm,
started you have started, of course you had given to some consulting company to implement SAP. Now
mm,
definitely you will write your company details, right? You are not going to update other company details.
okay.
Sir, did I answer to your question?
Yeah, I got it. Thank you.
So you can look after here. So same settings has been copied even for us also. Okay, now we have created financial year. Now, but financial year for which company code? We created the financial variant, but it is not linked to your Apple company code. So now it is our responsibility to link to our company code, assign company code to financial fiscal year variant. So company code is AP01. Now I'm giving what is our fiscal variant? A
WA.
double A. Click here, click on save. In the previous step, if you want to change the description, you can change actually. Only for understanding that is ours. Okay. Where is AA? I'm just changing. I'll put it as periods, special periods also. There is no sufficient space. Okay. So AP01. Press enter. Just to tell that this is my variant, my company related variant. So two steps has been defined. One is financial variant, which is fiscal year variant in SAP, and we assign to our company code. Now we'll define posting periods. As I mentioned, right? In a financial year, how many periods you will have? 12 periods, 12 normal periods, and two and four special periods. So each period, user will start doing the transactions. So usually in the real time system, no one will open next period or no one will open previous period. They'll open only current period and do the postings. Only during month end on the 27th or 28th, though they will open the next period June month, and on June 4th or June 5th they will close the previous period May period. Okay, so but almost 99 companies will keep only one period opened. Okay, to restrict transactions for a particular period, we need to define posting period variance. I'm repeating once again. To restrict transactions for a particular period, okay, I want to close other periods, I want to keep open only for current period for for posting the transactions. For that, SAP has provided one standard functionality called posting period variant. Okay, now we'll define here posting period. Define variants for posting period. Click on new entries, again some identification, Apple posting period variant. Okay, I'm giving very easy identification, posting period variant, save. Oh my god, someone is using the same abbreviation or identification, Apple pp posting period APPP. Yeah, it's allowing. So I'm giving as a Apple PP posting period variant. Okay, exit. Now we need to assign to our company code. Company code is again AP01 Apple variant AP Apple posting period variant. Click on save. Click on save. So we defined fiscal year variant for our company and also posting period variant for our company code. So we have defined two configuration settings. So these two configuration settings, again what we'll do here. So we are done with our financial year and as well as posting period variant definition. So if you look at our configuration setting system sheet, sorry. So we completed these areas and also we completed these two areas. Okay, regarding the 14th point, I will explain you during posting the while posting the transactions. I'll explain you this transaction. Okay, and coming back to the field status variant. Now we need to understand what is a field status variant. Okay, under financial accounting, under global settings, under fields, you have defined field status variant. What is the field status variant? See, field status variant, I'll show you. Now select this standard variant field status. Click on copy. Give one variant again. Apple field status variant. Okay, I'll change the description to, or after entering, you can again this also someone is using the same identification. Apple FS field status. Press enter. Click on copy all. 45 entries has been copied. Okay, change the description for Apple. Press enter. Click on save. Now understand what is the field status. I'm selecting this field status. Click on field status groups. Now SAP has provided different field status groups. For example, general. Okay, double click on the general. This G001. Under general data, you have different fields like text field, invoice reference, hedging. All the fields are there. Okay, now while posting any transaction, usually for any journal entry you provide some narration also, some text also, right, for posting any transaction. So the text field, while posting any journal entry, while posting any transaction, you want to enter some text field. If you want to make the text field as mandatory, you have to select required. If you want to make that field as optional, you have to select optional. If you don't want to see this field at all while posting the transaction, if you don't want to see this field at all, you have to hide, which is called suppress in SAP. You are hiding the field, you are making mandatory field, you are keeping the field as optional. You have three optionals where SAP has provided SRO in the field status variant. So while posting the transaction, system will control these. I mean, system will control the field status, whether you want to suppress or required or optional. And now it is under G001. So this one, this group field status group will link this to the master data GL account. Will link this group to the GL account. So all these groups will be linked to the GL master data. So whenever you post to any GL transactions, that GL related field status group will populate the fields accordingly. Whatever the fields maintained here. Any questions here on this configuration step? Sandeep, Ashwin, anyhow, I mean, going forward, I have already maintained the scenarios here. No need to worry. If you don't understand now, I already maintained some scenarios. We'll test each and every scenario here.
Okay. You mean to say that whatever the entry we are entering here, so again it will be reflect to GL account side, na?
Correct, correct, correct. Yep. If you look at here, suppress required. This is like this is a text for example. I mean, while posting the transaction, you will come to know. Okay,
Okay.
this will control fields during posting. Okay.
Mm.
Now here, So we defined the field status variant. Now we need to assign that field status to our company code again. Otherwise, system will not know what is our field status for our company code. Exit. I already saved this field status variant. Now assigning to the company code now. So go to the position, click on company code. What is our company code? AB01. What is our field status variant? I forgotten. Can anyone tell me? A. What is the field status variant I had given for Apple? What we defined? AP?
AP triple APPP
AP?
A triple P.
No.
No,
I remember I'm just testing you, guys. AP? FS. Right? See? Otherwise, you can check it here. APFS, field status. So you need to remember the fields. What are the identification that you're defining? So it should be under A only, right? See, field status for Apple, APFS. So initially I tried with APPP, but it AP Apple field status variant FSP was not accepted because someone has created already. So I have created APFS field status for Apple. So if you look at here, field status for Abbott, someone has created already. Okay, I'm selecting this one. Click on save. Save. Now we created. We assigned all the settings in our request only. Now we have defined field status variant and assigned to company and assigned to the company code our field status variant. The another important one here, chart of accounts. So let us take small break, at least some 10 minutes. I'll come back again. Fine.
Sure. Sure.
Yep. Yep.
okay.
Sure, sure. Thank you.
Thank you.